Hello, 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 beautiful unicorns. Yes, I'm wearing the same outfit. Why? Because I am just spending the day recording everything that I need to record for Thursday and then for Monday and then for the video that Bethany and I did today, Heal the Unicorn podcast in our Facebook group, Heal the Unicorn, Emotional Healing and Spiritual Growth for Women, just in case you're listening to this video elsewhere or this podcast, depending on which form you're getting it at. My name is Yana Kasperczak, and as your certified professional performance and spiritual awakening core energy coach, it has been my soul's purpose to help women, to help you get your shit together so you can break free from that mental prison that you find yourself in and show up and build your business and your life that you're not only proud of, but excited to wake up to every single day and stop procrastinating, stop avoiding, stop self sabotage, and be present and feel happy and fulfilled with every part and aspect of your life and business. And if you're not, you already know this truth is that only you can change. Only you can do something about it. Even though you want and hope the world around you will change, it is not going to happen until you change yourself and you change your internal world. And that is how the external world will change because the way you view and experience the world will transform and become who you are. So, Mondays I do card reading, and today's card reading I am doing with Witch's Wisdom, my favorite one for many different reasons. It's just one of the decks that I have been drawn to, even though I have so many, but this one I want to use this deck all the time. Oops, hopefully that wasn't too loud. So oh, this one we've already had before. Air, imagination. Okay. So that's what today is. Air and imagination. Now, I don't know if you can see it from here or there, from everywhere. So I will keep today's video as short as I can, as I'm sure that you all have your days to get back to, and I got a couple of more things I would like to finish before I sign off for the next 4 days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Ooh, 5 days. I didn't even count. So for the next 5 days when I sign off and will be very little present on the online world. Um, Social detox is actually very, very healthy, so I recommend it to all of you as well. Air, imagination. Don't be afraid. No need to fright. Imagination's sacred site. Time to believe, for it is the key. Unleash your gift. Trust what you see. This magic has worked with harm to none, so mote it be. There, it is done. Whatever it is that you're seeing, I want you to stop questioning. Just believe it, and take it in. Yet, I always say, question everything. Don't believe everything you see. But sometimes, especially when it comes to your imagination, believe what you see because you do a great job at doing that in many other areas of your life. So practice it a little bit more, just for now at least. Okay, which is wisdom. The power of air sweeps through your imagination, urging you to believe what you see. For you have been blessed with second sight, your intuition, your um, wisdom, your knowing without knowing how you know. Strange shapes in the sky, vivid colors as you close your eyes, citing repetitive signs and symbols all confirm your natural clairvoyance. You are connected to the universe. You are the universe. You're not separate, even though you might feel separate, you might feel alone, but you are one. And when you start to practice being connected, staying connected, hearing it, believing it, trusting it, and trusting yourself. Because when I say it, I mean you. When you start seeing you, believing you, trusting you, understanding you, and not questioning you, good things will come your way. They always do, and they always have. Reflect back on your past and see that every time you knew something, it came true. And every time you doubt it, that also came true. A canny gift for a witch indeed. So disregard your doubts about your ability of clear seeing, for these fears blow you off course. Whenever you doubt, you feel fear, and there's hesitation, there is clouds or fog that tends to take over our bodies, our mind, and it takes you off course. So thinking about it, and this is how I'm seeing it. Have you ever been on a hike in the forest and you see a path and you're following a path in the forest? And then all of a sudden you go off course because you start to maybe imagine and see another path, and you follow that path and you go that way, and then all of a sudden you can no longer see the path. You all you feel is doubt and fear because you start doubting, was this even the path? Was this even, has anybody ever even walked this way? And you start to feel fear. You start to all of a sudden, your other senses become heightened, and you're hearing some sounds in that forest, and you become scared. And oh my God, there's wolves, maybe there's bears, there's coyotes, there's something there watching me because I'm walking on something that I thought was a path, but it's not. And if you take a moment and you pause and you breathe and you face those doubts, face those fears, and you release them after you understand them, you all of a sudden see that there is a path that you were walking on, that you're not crazy, you're not wrong, that this whole time there was a path, but because you doubt it, as it says here, your fears blow you off course. It blows you off course because you're not seeing things clearly. So calm your mind if you need to. Instead, stand firm in the eye of the storm and know that your visions are valid. For your imagination is the gateway to real magic that beacons a world you have been longing to discover. Call upon the spirits of air to enhance your creativity and meditation abilities, and to stimulate your mind as your light incense a yellow candle and face the direction of east. So light an incense, yellow candle if you have. Um, I was gonna say you can color a candle, but might work. Um, if you don't have a yellow candle, color it. Make sure that the colors that you're using are natural colors, which I would imagine they are, and face the direction of east. You want to face east. This is a great time for fertility as air blows you in the direction of new beginnings. Fresh air, right? You get a whiff of air, and all of a sudden, it's so fresh, it's so nice because it came out of nowhere, unless you're driving by a farm and there's some manure and it's not so fresh. Right? So throw caution to the wind and watch as your visions manifest into reality. In other words, trust the process, trust the wind, trust that whatever it is that you're doing is going to bring you to exactly where you want to go. Back on that path, on that trail that we were talking about in the forest, You're all following one, and then you saw another, and you decided, I'm going to go that way. Intuitively, you followed that, and you started questioning and doubting yourself, and then you work through that, and you continue to go on it. And guess what? It's going to bring you to that perfect river, to that perfect stream or pond that you were hoping to get to, or to the perfect meadow that you were hoping to get to, where there's no one else but you and your farts. I'm joking. You and your dog, right? If you're walking your dog off leash. Okay. Which is foresight. Work with the element of air to still the mind. Meditate daily. Start a new project. Trust your second sight. Write, paint, or draw. Get outside, hear the wind, take long walks, or skydive. Not for me, but go right ahead, skydive. Then tell me how it was. So work with the element of wind to still the mind. Connect it with get outside. Go outside, and this is how you can work with the element of wind, where you're actually feeling it and you feel really connected to the wind. Go out there on a really windy day and don't care about how your hair looks, if it's really windy, if it messes it up. That's for the adults to worry about. But right now, you're not trying to be an adult. You're trying to tap into your inner child, into your inner self, and connect with this beautiful element of air and be present. As the air revealed, as the dawn awakes in the east, air calls to us to breathe in this sacred element as a focus of communication, movement, and knowledge. Air is the element of new life and possibilities. Just think about when a child is born, when you were born, the first thing that you take in and do is you take in air and you exhale it, called breath. So, air reflected through the four winds carries our thoughts and dreams, binding them together as one force of visualization and focus. You want to achieve your goals and dreams? Visualize them, focus, and take action. None of us are going to get to where we want to get to without any action. None of us. You want to go to Cuba? You actually got to physically do a couple of things in order for you to get to Cuba. Yeah, you can go there in your own mind, but it's not the same. So anywhere that you want to get to in life, you got to physically take action. You got to get there. You want to get to that meadow that we spoke of through the forest. You got to go on that hike, on that trail, and get there. One foot at a time. And look where you're stepping so you don't trip and fall. And if you're not looking and you trip and fall, so what? Whether somebody sees you or not, that's none of your business. And if you're worried about what people think about you and you start to imagine what they're thinking about you, I want you to pause and recognize the reality and the truth that it's not what they're thinking, it's what you're thinking. And it's what you're imagining, and it's what you're assuming that everybody else is thinking, or how everybody else is judging you, but it is not the reality. It is your reality that you're creating right now, but it is not the actual reality. You can think whatever you want, and it feels better to think and imagine that someone is thinking of us or judging us in a positive way. So why not do that and change the way you interpret the world and assume that the world is bad versus the world is amazing and it's full of adventure and awe. So, that is all that I have for you, beautiful unicorns, today on this Monday of, uh, I think it'll be 19th. Don't quote me on the number. On this Monday, I hope you enjoyed this reading. And if you did, feel free to let me know down below what stood out to you the most. What was your biggest takeaway? And also feel free to invite some of your friends or siblings, or even family members if you want, if you're cool with them, and if not, then don't. Invite them to this group, to this community, as it's fast, growing fast, and share what you are doing with them as well. And other than that, until we see each other next Monday at 11:30 a.m. ish for another card reading, or maybe we'll see each other a little bit earlier on tomorrow's Sacred Circle at 10 a.m. If you're interested in joining and checking it out, there's a pinned post in the feature that I believe it would changed a little bit on the phone where you have little tabs on the top that look like a little gray or brown buttons where it says featured. You click on that and you see everything that's featured. And Bethany pins the Sacred Circle announcement on there with the link for you to register. So go and register if you're interested in checking it out. And even if it's not for you, no hard feelings whatsoever. We've had people who came and checked it out once or a couple of times, while others they have stuck around for at this point, what, almost 2 years, I believe. So that is all. Or maybe I'll see you live on Tuesday at 11:30 on my personal page. Ish. After the Sacred Circle. So that is all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody, for being on here, for sharing your time and your energy and your space with me and with all of us in this amazing community of Heal the Unicorn tribe. And until we see each other next time, bye. Have an amazing the rest of your day.